Bro, Gachiakuta is just insane, bro. Episode 7, Gachiakuta, what? Babe, I need you to help me with this name. Okay. How you do it?
Gachiakuta.
Gachiakuta, like that?
That's right.
Okay, Gachiakuta. Okay. Bro, once again, freaking Bones Films, all right? Bones Films that dropped non-stop dynamic fight choreography for Gachiakuta episode number 7. And bro, it delivered. And bro, if you read the manga, maybe you're like everybody else where they're just giving it high praise of the high adrenaline octane action frenzy scenes, right? It's almost like in every scene felt like an accurate adaptation of the manga panels itself. So it gets high worthy praise. But bro, is episode 7 really worthy of high praise? I don't know. But let's look at this fight scene that I picked and maybe it can give us the answer. Bones established this intensity of this blind, raging, uncontrolled beast that's coming towards Rudo, right? And we feel that as viewers, we're placed right in front of the danger, getting the same sense for Rudo. Then it transitions into the next scene. We can see that Rudo is leaning backwards very heavy because he's doing all that he can to avoid this man. And look how beautiful these arcs are from these slashes, right? That's the special effects that allows us to continue to see things when it's going like really fast in the scene. And you can see that these slashes are overlapping Rudo, almost as if he's still getting touched. And again, that increases the intensity, that increases the danger of the feel of the scene here. And Bones do something that's common, but also still cool. They use the concrete column that's in the foreground to swipe past the camera and allow us to then pull back to get an establishing shot so we can then again be familiarized with the environment and where they're fighting and lay of the land. And again, he's swiping. We see those arcs. He's trying to close the gap. And I think he's closing it inch by inch by inch by inch. And now we're back with a close-up shot, and we see Rudo is feeling anguish. He's clenching his teeth. His sweat is coming down his face. And this man is doing everything he can to suppress that feeling, because if he loses control, again, it's over. He's using more of his mental ability and strength than the power of that talisman that he has to keep the distance between him and Jabber as far as he can. But even with that, notice that when the slash is coming from outside of the camera into the frame, we see Rudo pulled all the way back from the right side of the frame to the left side of the frame. And that's so good to hyper emphasize the movement that Rudo is doing, that he's doing everything he can to go from coming forward and all the way back. And the artist used the full frame of space to exaggerate this moment of tension, which is beautiful. But hey, did you really notice this? Did you notice that this camera angle is slanted downwards? That Jabber's doing everything he can to climb up to Rudo's face? I don't know about you, but this feels like the same fear like we're used to subconsciously in like the movies like Jaws. Look at where the shark is and look at where the two dudes are. Okay, that boat is slanted down and the shark is at the end of that downward slant, just like Jabber. And I really think that either Bones did this intentionally or subconsciously, because it easily expressed that danger is coming from the bottom and you got to do everything you can to keep backing up. And I just love how they did that here. Now we're into the next scene where we have the anticipation, right? And it takes a little bit more frames to show this anticipation. It's not really just super quick. We're anticipating that he's gearing up for a big move and to really get rid of Rudo once and for all. And here's the last scene to examine, which is great. We have this focal point, right? We have the sense where Jabber, after he unleashes this big move, I noticed Rudo moves from the path of Jabber's attack in line with the concrete columns. And I noticed the concrete columns obviously represent stability. He moved from the instability path, which is right in front of Jabber, into the stability area, which is where the concretes are. And if you notice in this scene here, once Jabber unleashes his attack, he rips and destroys all those concrete that were once stable. And I like how Rudo is right next to a stabled column while the other columns are breaking down. And they're breaking down in front of him. And I think, again, it emphasizes, hey, These columns ain't stable. And Rudo is like, oh snap, I'm not safe anymore. And I love the visual language. He's touching the stable column, but that danger that's coming in front of him is sure to get to him as well. And then we see his immediate reaction as the column behind him also breaks and everything else is crumbling. And he's like, OMG, bro. This dude is crazy for sure. And Rudo, now, as we're seeing in the scene, he knows he's in trouble. And if something doesn't come, I'm not sure how long I'm going to be able to last against this dude, because this dude is unconscious and he keeps coming towards me and I'm running out of energy, I'm sure. And I can't parry him like I was before. And that's when his mentor comes with that awesome, crazy staff and knocks Jabber down and out. All right, bro. So what do I think? I give it an 8.5 out of 10. Does it hit 10? Is it over 9,000? At least 9 in that episode. To Be Hero X? Oh my goodness. Mr. Smiles versus Dragon Boy? Bro, I'm telling you, that's probably gonna get a 10. All right, till next video. Gachiakuta. 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 American. Gachiakuta. Gachiakuta. Koda.